James Harden bounced down into the paint, and Mobley's been doing a lot of that lately. Jalen Johnson had it poked away by Dean Wade. Shot clock's already down to 7. Slow start for the Hawks. But it makes no difference. Johnson gets a friendly roll.
Slow start, but good production because that guy has the basketball. He can create and make shots all by himself.
13 triple-doubles this year for Jalen Johnson. Dean Wade!
On the defensive end and make your open threes.
Off of 1 foot, C.J. McCollum.
Been doing it.
He'll put his feet to the fire, literally. Got some important feet questions to get to the bottom of. C.J. McCollum. 3-ball for C.J. McCollum.
The offense not real sharp right now for Atlanta, but
Strus, Harden. Head of the pack. Still some juice in those legs for C.J. McCollum.
Good awareness by Atlanta right there.
For Atlanta. And Dyson picks his pocket. Some of the best hands in the NBA, Dyson Daniels.
And he's not alone. They steal it at almost 10 a night.
Jalen Johnson hangs in the air and hits it off the window. Harden. Good late closeout by McCollum to force the miss. Atlanta wants to run. Here's Alexander Walker. First shot of the game. Stays with the Hawks. Halfway through our first quarter. 2 veterans, Harden and Vincent. And Harden, a tough angle for the left-hander.
Yeah, back to the basket.
Jalen Johnson. He can do virtually anything he wants to.
The game is slow motion. A couple of shots now. Harden has had spin out off that middle pick and roll.
Daniels, he's nice.
That's his game on the offensive end, playing downhill.
Now even strength. A lot of dribbling, Kuminga. He was committed to that.
He said, you know what? Missed a couple of shots here.
You got to come down on the road and understand it's going to be a different intensity. Everybody's going to make adjustments. So it's a great preparation, especially since we might see this team down the road.
You just talked about Keon Ellis a moment ago.
Got that.
Larry Nance Jr. When the playoffs get underway. McCollum.
Not sure he was trying to bank that three-point attempt.
Tyson, second-year man, has had a really good offensive year.
Nice ball. All the way to the cup.
Here's Daniels. Leaves it for Kuminga. And Kuminga lands awkwardly.
From the weak side.
If you play 4 years with the Warriors, you probably know how to play good team basketball.
Be able to move off the ball. There's Schroeder with a triple.
Here's Mobley on the offensive end. Porter Jr. with an offensive rebound. And Mobley so quick off his feet.
Yeah, he's skilled. One dribble and a long.
Seems like the Cavalier fans for years have been asking him to diversify his game, but he's really good at just dunking the basketball. Why do anything else? Tyson gets to the rim. And just like that, we've got ourselves a close ball. Kuminga, Okongwu, Johnson, McCollum, Alexander Walker. Both Okongwu and Alexander Walker have not scored. McCollum opens it up for Tyson. And Mobley runs down a loose ball. Porter! Good find by Mobley. Trust that Quinn Snyder has in his best player. Tyson with 2 hands. Nice pass by recently at Arizona State. Jordan Tyson, remember the name, folks. Alexander Walker, a whole bunch of nothing so far in his first half. Changes that. Tomlin blocked. Gay took it away from him. Kuminga ahead of the pack. Daniels, the Aussie, flips it up and in. Onyeka Okongwu and Jonathan Kuminga. Cleveland answers with Wade, Ellis, Nance, Strus, and Harden. Daniels, now you're down to 4. Cleveland has the right man with the ball. Maybe not. Dyson's, what do you got? Dyson Daniels, dunk number 55.
And I'll repeat what Nikel said as well. I used to pray for times like this. To quote Meek Mill, maybe some of those dreams hopefully won't turn into nightmares.
Meek Mill, I love it. You're doing work. God's work down there. Thank you, JD. Oh, Kongwu.
Oh, wow.
He was influenced by
And under Hawk Center.
Harden gets three back for Cleveland.
Are you not
84 of them. That's the amount of bottles he brought down to the bubble a couple years ago. 84 bottles of wine. Keon Ellis, nice inbounds play for Cleveland.
behind it?
First half three-pointers.
Oh, my word.
Good golly, Miss Molly. How about C.J. McCollum? He has got 25 as he strides to the locker room with his chest puffed out. Thank you, JD. C.J. McCollum, the greatest to ever come out of Lehigh.
Yeah, he is.
He is halfway towards a career high in scoring. He's had 2 50-point games.
Second three of the game. You hear McCollum say, we're going to push this thing to 20 and keep our foot on the gas.
Tyson, interior pass to Mobley. Another dunk.
Quick hands on Mobley, who clearly had him outsized.
Mobley blocks it away from Daniels. For 4 from behind the arc. And he's got 4 fouls. Gabe Vincent, three-pointer for the veteran.
Atlanta has had the momentum since halfway through the second quarter.
Oh, my goodness. Alexander Walker.
Alexander Walker doing it on both ends.
That's how they roll in Blacksburg.
Yeah, they do.
Harden.
Everything's difficult for Cleveland, even when they...
Johnson off the window and a foul. Chance for a three-point play for
11 points.
Good. Oh my goodness. Yes. Johnson.
How good is that?
Greedy.
How good is that?
Kuminga. Johnson. Look at Daniels. That is not your average point guard.
This is a hungry team that has youth.
Shot clock's down to 7. Schroeder crawls one up and in. Let's check in with JD. This is the passing fad. Thank you, JD. They have been consistently excellent for months now. Look what I found. The ball is batted into the waiting arms of Johnson.
They have hit a home run here in Atlanta with the trades that they made.
5 on 4. Tyson never made it back defensively, and he's rewarded. A cherry-picked dunk for Tyson. Currently second in the NBA in both steals and deflections. 2 different categories. It's been Dyson Daniels. It has been Jalen Johnson. Wow, what a pass. Okay! Good. Finishes it off with authority.
Played hard. You're going to play just like the Atlanta Hawks have played this third quarter.
Schroeder, Tyson beats the buzzer. And that'll do it for our third junior and Larry Nance Jr. Atlanta still got starters into the game. McCollum's got the ball. High off the window and in. Alexander Walker, McCollum, Kuminga, Gay, and Johnson. The 5 on the floor for Atlanta. Kuminga running like a gazelle. If you run, McCollum will find. Atlanta's pouring it on Cleveland. This is almost like it's a statement.
Yeah, coaching and coaches are going to shrink that rotation down.
Look at Tyrese Proctor. And Aruna. All right, showing some strength. He'll have a chance for a three-point play.
Yeah.
Phone lines are open. We're taking calls. Corey Kispert, welcome to the game.
Kispert
In the NBA. Backdoor cut. Proctor. All right, look what
This guy's putting it up.
Kispert's a pro, man. Been watching him play for 5 years. This is clearly mop-up time, but he's playing the exact same way he plays in the first quarter when he's in the starting. It's going to improve to 46 and 35, but more importantly, they guarantee themselves a playoff series. And Aruna with the left hand.
They're playing with confidence. They're playing well on the road and at home, and they are a healthy